Hello everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War with the Eras mod. Today what we're going to do is we're going to fight in Sardinia, but before we go ahead and do that, I wanted to show again, sort of go over the other areas of conflict, and we'll kind of start here in the south. The army that was hiding here has revealed itself by burning the mines here. Eventually, we'll go ahead and take them. This is not a high priority area. Another area that we have is this one right here, as we're gathering armies around Vienna to try and strike that. Currently, the Austrians have 3 armies within reach. Could be hiding troops here, but I don't think it's likely since we can see 3 out in the open. We have 3 to match them though. However, one is the Dutch army, because it's a Dutch general. Or is it... Did I recruit him in... No, I got him from the Dutch, yeah. I thought I got him from the Belgians for a second. Kind of lone troops, since there's only about 2,500 in them. But this is one area. Currently not super high priority either. The Austrians are occupied with fighting the Prussians. And currently we are, most of our border disappeared with the Austrians as we superimposed the Hungarians in between there. So not a huge priority area either. Ney has now moved in together with Suchet, ready to take on the Saxons. Not a high priority area either. The only real high priority area, besides of course the current going invasion here, is Britain's attack on Madrid. Currently they've got 4 stacks here. I think they actually, or I say 3 as we can see, but I think they actually got 4. The army that I thought was heading for Gibraltar probably actually moved up here again and hid in the woods. Now we have 2 armies plus a small reinforcement group out here, but that's all we have in the region currently. I am sort of starting my spam production back in France when we're going to try and recruit everything, and we're going to see about sending down more troops. Permanent solution though to stopping this is has to be a naval one. We have to stop the British Navy from being able to deliver the troops, because sort of setting up and fixing the area by striking down the forces as they land, I don't see that really as an option. And the thing is, right, we know that there's 4 full stacks landed in Spain right now. There's an additional 2 on the way. We got 1 up here, full stack. We got 1 up here, full stack. So there's 2 full stacks on the way. I am recruiting more ships. We'll have 2 of the larger 122 gun ships coming out just within 1 turn, and we're building also. For some reason this is blocked from being built. I think it's because the Spanish ships are way too close, even though we're at peace. For some reason that or is it because we're building? I don't know, but they're blocked right now. Hopefully that'll fix itself. We do have ships down here. Currently, though, the main fleet needs to be repaired. So, and even if it wasn't needing for repair, it wouldn't make it here to stop them. But we need to send fleets here to stop them. A lot of the fleet problem in the Mediterranean is going to be solved by taking out the Sardinians, because they are the most active enemy navy here. We have some skirmishes with smaller Austrian fleets, but once they're gone, the Sardinians that is, we should have a much easier time maneuvering around here. And then as the Polish army makes the final leap onto making sure that Spain doesn't sort of turn upon us in a opportune moment, then we're completely safe within the Mediterranean. I will be able to just... There's no limit on trade ships, so I can build as many as I want and control all the trade nodes with 10 trade ships each. We'll make tons of money, not just from the tax that we're already bringing in, but now also from the trade. we're gonna be able to afford everything. So then we can just fill this bay right here completely full of French ships to stop the British. And with that, that's sort of a summarization of what's going down. Now, on to the conflict side. So we're going to go ahead and fight. Okay, so they pull back. Right. We're going to do this then. We're going to move forward and we're going to attack directly. Which is the best way to do it, right? Because we're able to take them on in a single battle then. Gotta keep in mind, there's a reinforcement of 1600 coming from our right flank. However, we will be backed up by a similar amount of men coming in from the rear to support us. Not entirely sure that I need it. For the first fight, it's about 3000 each. So it's quite even. However, the Polish army, of course, keeps 12 pounders. And we actually have the proper general in our leading army, while they will have him as reinforcing. So I think we have a good chance, and by eliminating the Sardinians, the Sardinians, if you told me when I started this campaign that one of the biggest problems in the campaign was gonna be the Sardinians, I would not have believed you. But here we are. Having all that effort that we've spent on dealing with the Sardinians. Finally now, we are ready to take care of them. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and play this battle, shall we? The early morning mist lies still heavy over the battlefield. What happened was, as I attacked the capital, the battle kept crashing. So I had to attack the secondary army outside the town, and that actually allowed me to play the battle. Now the Polish have the advantage of being able to deploy a lot of troops up front. And I'm thinking I'm going to use that to move forward and kind of take control of this area instead, and then prepare to face the enemy army as it comes up from the rear. Now they're going to come in right from the start, so we'll see how this goes. But here goes nothing. Let's go ahead and start our battle. The lights will move forward. The Northern Legion will move forward. And so will the rest of the army. Alright, just as I thought, the enemy moves in immediately. It's not going to be a huge problem though. The light troops move forward. I'm thinking, actually here, we should try to move aside. I think the enemy will try and link their troops together. And I want to get a good position for my artillery. More so than I want to fight the enemy right now. Are they going to deploy their artillery though? The 6 pounders. It could be wise. Oh, I'm hearing cavalry making a charge. There's quite a lot of cavalry there actually. Now the light troops can't form square, but we have 2 cavalry units right next to it. Given the enemy's position, and given that this is kind of a high ground, I can set the artillery here, and it will be able to focus here and also focus on this side. Alright, the light troops are definitely coming under attack by the enemy dragoons. However, my cavalry is able to ride up here and block them. Plus that the army is moving forward. Ooh, they just... Are they able to get a few more shots off? Yes, they are. While they are broken, actually, or the morale is off. Accidentally shot one of our own airpods potentially. Also, this guy is definitely going in on one of the grenadier units here. Alright, let's go ahead and deploy in anticipation of this. Right, you will form square as well, and you will form square as well. And the general will retire. Okay, all the units of the Northern Legion will form into square. Let's have the general retreat. Okay, there's more troops moving in around there. This is bad. They need support immediately. The Lancers will come up and go around and support that. I can't completely abandon the light troops. So the other two cavalry units gonna have to stay here. But for now, I think the squares are able to support each other with supporting fire, and the Lancers are coming in. Ooh, this one's not very happy. The enemy general gets taken down as he joins in the attack on the squares. The Legion holds, and now the Lancers come in to aid in the fight. They're down to 138. I'm not even gonna bother ordering them because there's a risk of that making it absolutely 100%. Okay, so yeah, now they're running. Okay, the lights are actually firing on the troops that are running over here. Now there's no real problem anymore for the lights, so I will redirect my cavalry towards these. Unfortunately, the Legion of the North lost one of their units. But let's make sure that that is the only loss they occur. Cannons are ready to deploy. Let's push the cavalry through. And then it kind of seemed like the oh shit. I think the lights are, like, unfortunately focusing on troops on this side. Go and aid the other unit.
Our men are running, sir.
Okay, Legion of the North, move back. Lancers, move back. The cavalry, unfortunately, there just before they charged in, got hit heavily by the enemy. It seems like the units, because the flashes of gunfire seem to be traveling sort of to the side, so when from here it looks like they're shooting this way. Unnerve them a little bit by sitting in their flank for a little bit. But not long enough for them, the enemy, to fire at us. The lights are coming up in the back. Who's running now? Oh, one of the lights took so heavy. Yeah, you know, I think they are. For some reason, they have shot no one. That cannot simply not be true. Something was wrong there with the lights. Like, there's no way the lights were sitting there with the enemy right ahead of them and they were able to shoot no one. God damn it. We've got another one of the Legion of the North stuck out there as cavalry attack them. And look at this. I'm gonna specifically order them. Yeah, it looks very much like they're shooting this way. Not sure what's up with that. They must be shooting these guys soon enough. Now, yeah, they're starting to take casualties. However, overall, the we need to deal with the lights on this side. Alright, Legion of the North will head to the right side. I figure we got a pretty good shot at these to break down the enemy's artillery before they get anywhere. And I think the Lancers could probably deal, or my cavalry could probably deal with the enemy units around here.
Our men are running, sir.
Who's running now? More lights? Yeah. My lights are being beaten down. They are perfectly aligned towards us. Let's not make that mistake once more. Seems I already did. Since it's 2 units now, should hopefully do a little bit better. Oh, all 3 light units are now brought down. A cavalry unit brought down over there. I'm not playing to the best of my ability right now. We've lost all the light infantry. This is the final battle of Sardinia, so maybe I should expect it to be a little bit more difficult. Or just my maneuvering that is shit. Although the game literally broke when I tried to attack the way I wanted to. Have we broken down the artillery yet? We have not. Oh, here comes our reinforcements. Are you within range? No. Right. I still got my lances, which is good. Try to move quickly here and not spend too much time reorganizing right in front of the enemy. Right, they have started to deploy, but I'd say we have pretty good chance of breaking down the batteries. I'm a little bit worried about the grenadiers. Moving on this side. Oh, the enemy has picked... I don't know if they picked this to fire on this with their cannons, or they started shooting on this, because that's kind of a... that's perfectly aligned to sort of bounce shots up the length of those units. Let's also make sure that everyone's got the guard mode set on. Was it just the cannon that was allowed in? We haven't completely broken down their artillery. Alright, let's see here. Currently we just need to hold. I think the maneuver, the decisive maneuver is going to come now on the left, where I think I have a clear advantage. We got 2 lights fighting with 1 grenadier, and as soon as the lances are ready, we should push to flank this one and destroy him. What these can do is actually move into light formation here and take less casualties because of that. The enemy moving quite heavily on that side. Finally, the second battery is now gone, but we have actually lost crew, so we've abandoned one of the guns. There's no real good targets though, and I feel like we can probably bounce shots through that. The 4-pounder is starting to come within range of some of these units, but I would like more, even more range. Or if I should just set it up to focus on whatever comes in there of the reinforcements. Setting it up here along the road. And then the troops will continue as they were. What I should, you know what I should actually do here is, let's see, fresh, tired, they're fine, go in. I'm thinking here we should actually withdraw towards the guns and rely more on them as we continue this fight. Alright, the lancers will go in. While they do that, the lights will turn. The lights will, I think lights will take the main point here, and then these 2 units will actually head off to be on the flank. And then we'll set up something like that with the general sitting here in the back. We're about to break them. The 2nd Grenadier yes, I do realize this. Oh shit, we're getting fired upon directly by them now. Pull off. I thought maybe we could hide behind the retreating troops, but that was not the case. Okay, the enemy is coming straight on here. In large numbers. Actually, the 4-pounder will be continuously drawn towards the line here because I do not have the range to fire on anything. I don't know if we're even being able to hit anything. Canister is not as effective, so let's fire a round shot. I have 4 units on this side. There's multiple units coming in here. The lights are holding the line. I will be able to start maneuvering in some troops over here. The Lancers probably only have one more charge within them. It's definitely starting to become more and more difficult here. I think that, yeah, they were within canister range now. As they're trying to push through here. Yeah, they're going for the guns. Unfortunately for them, not quick enough. And as the rest of them are pushing up here, I want to fire round shot on those. You can't even see what you're shooting at. But that might be just as well, because that means the enemy can't either. Oh, who's running now? That's not good. Cannot afford any more units to retreat. Oh, the guns gave up for some reason. Rally. We need to go here and deal with this so I can possibly try and save something here. The Sardinians fight hard for their home. This will allow me to free up a lot of troops up on this side. What God on earth are you guys doing?
Our men are running, sir.
Another unit runs, unfortunately. The battery, for some reason, decides to run straight into the enemy. Might actually add on here, aid the Lancers a bit. Drop the light formation and move directly here. Actually join in both. Difficult fight. I don't know why these guys decided that they were going to charge straight into it.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Even with the difficulties we had here, are they continuously... The Grenadiers are holding on.
Monsieur,
Oh, one of our lot was lost.
oui, monsieur. Oui, monsieur.
Canister right there. Canister right there. Not going too well for these two units. See if I can withdraw them further into the woods. And the problem here, of course, is if there's a sizable resistance left after this in the town, I'm not gonna have a lot of troops to actually fight that battle. This side is this unit's gonna have to continuously just pulling back here. Canister saw off most of these. And just fire canister that way, eventually you might hit something. Fortunately, the reinforcements nowhere near close of coming in to support this. However, at the same time as we are having a lot of problems here, so is the enemy. Right, set up right here. The strong lancer will go after the weak, or for the weak one, I should say. Maybe actually switch to round shot. Not entirely sure what the enemy is up to right now, but I don't mind it. I certainly don't mind it. I deployed this battery, so it should be firing into this mess. And I've got a pretty stable firing line going here. There's, right now actually, there's only a handful of units still standing. I've got, since the reinforcement army hasn't really been used, that can be used to spearhead the fight after here. The battle for the town. Hold fire. I want all my troops to advance while the lancers move in. Hold. Actually, lancers continue to go through here. And make sure that these guys do not rally. It's the guard unit that is holding on. That is the last one that is still fighting here. And they're starting to line up against our unit. And it broke it. The lancers continue. Is that? What's that? There's more reinforcements coming in, but it is militia. Should be no problem, hopefully. There's a risk here of me shooting a lot of my own units. So the 12-pounders might be better used. Focusing on the enemy far out there. The 25th line is about to break. This unit right here. And as more units come in to reinforce, the lancers made their job. They cut down the enemy. Finally, the enemy guard was broken. Let's make sure that we shoot it down at least below 100. There we go. I don't see them coming back. All troops should now concentrate towards this area, as there's with the enemy reinforcements coming in. But at this point, I would say that we are in fact victorious. It was a tougher fight than I had anticipated, but then I probably should have known better, given who we were facing. They've been problem for me since the beginning, and I should not have expected an easy fight here at the end. We ended up losing. I thought we lost a lot more men than we did, but we lost 1,600 men. The enemy lost 4,500, leaving them with about 600 being able to get away from the battlefield. Highest kills goes to, I believe these two are the two Lancer units, which is no surprise, 700 and 474. Not entirely sure what the rest of the units are. But there we've got these statistics there. In terms of what we lost compared to what the enemy killed, there's very few team kills as well during the fight. Around 50, which is quite low. Still quite a lot of... Oh, they've got a fort. I was hoping I'd be able to end this today. The question is, if I order my men to storm the fort during an out-assault, could it be that they will level very high casualties? The thing is, I want the Sardinians gone. It's clear that I'm going to win the fight, but we might end up losing some of these units.
Victoire!
We are victorious. Oh, no one died. We lost 600 men taking the fort, though. Highest kills goes to the Fusiliers. No surprise, they were leading the charge. Wait. Did I just see what I think I saw? The Trilliers of Corsica managed to kill 157 and lost none during this fight. Even though they were part of the leading attack. Interesting. I thought for sure they would incur high losses as part of the attacking force. Nothing interested to be recruited here, or at least now. I've noticed sometimes that it change. That will change once you actually go ahead and rebuild the place. But with that, that just removed all the Sardinian fleets, which opens up so many ports, and will hopefully aid my allies as well, as I will now be able to send a force to take out these smaller fleets. Hopefully, the Kingdom of Naples will then be able to increase its ship production and actually be able to aid me in the naval fight here, as now the only naval adversary in the Mediterranean is the Austrians. They do have a sizable fleet up here, so hopefully they don't move down here. But yeah, after the Polish army has recovered here with their allies, they will be landed against the Spanish. I cannot afford to have the Spanish sort of turn around on me at one point here. I'm just going to send up this trade ship so we kind of see what's going on here. Now, the Spanish army looks quite formidable, but they have limited opportunity of recruiting troops on this island, and as we can see of some of these forces, it seems like it's a lot of just guerrilla troops, and then a few regulars that came over once I forced them into exile. They have put quite a few troops on their ships as well. The thing is, though, as you see where the ships are, they've completely left this side open. What I think we would do is we would land two armies. The Polish army, and then, as I'm recruiting a lot of troops everywhere, I would probably make an army entirely out of cavalry, because that would be devastating to all these light troop armies that they have made. And hopefully I would be able to take on the Spanish in a single battle and defeat them. But yeah, this episode dragged on for a lot longer than I thought, but finally the Sardinians are gone, and that's such a huge relief. And with that said, I will say as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.